Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmuhu. Chapter 18, M. At Dakshineswara, Part 2. December 26th, 1883. Sri Ramakrishna, accompanied by Mani Malik, M. and several other devotees, was in a carriage on his way to Ram's new garden. The garden which Ram had recently purchased was next to Surendra's. Ram adored the Master as an incarnation of God. He visited Sri Ramakrishna frequently at Dakshineswara. Mani Malik was a member of Brahmo Samaj. The Brahmos do not believe in divine incarnations. Master to Manilal. In order to meditate on God, one should try at first to think of Him as free from upadhis, limitations. God is beyond upadhis. He is beyond speech and mind. But it is very difficult to achieve perfection in this form of meditation. Sri Ramakrishna is coming to Ram's garden house, the newly purchased, which is next to Surendra's house. He adored the Master as incarnation of God. When Lord was there at that time itself, a few like Girish Chandra Ghosh, who had tremendous faith that God has come in that form. You see, to look upon one's Guru as God, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, is one aspect. To think upon Him as the highest and the ultimate. It is actually reverse. God comes to you in and through a Guru. God manifests in a person and acts as Guru. If the Guru is real and it is qualified Guru, a little studies of scriptures, like a school teacher, a man will be able to guide another person in generally in spiritual life even. Because he has read the scriptures, he has the power to discriminate and give the lessons in a particular way that others can follow it. But having shown the path which the scriptures proclaim, he doesn't give the strength to hold it, dharana shakti, a little advanced, who had at least a glimpse of reality, he will give the dharana shakti. And still greater, one who is enlightened soul, he takes the responsibility of that jiva whom it initiates. He takes to the ultimate till you realize, God, I am there with you. Whatever life you are, wherever you are, I will be watching you and guiding you. You might have taken according to your karma an animal's body or angel's body. I am there with you, watching your actions and guiding your path further. So this assurance gives me enlightened. So this makes a lot of difference. Now, when it comes to the Guru who has taken the responsibility to make you, it may take hundreds of lives, it may take lakhs of lives, but Guru is watching you with him. It is like he is like tower taking care of where its cell phone is there. Wherever the cell phone be, any information comes from any corner, he sees that it reaches that cell phone. It may be in bathroom, it may be in London today and US in another day. Mobile, but the tower doesn't leave it. It will be showing, I am with you, the sticks in mobile. It is showing the range, presence of range and degree of range. Like that, the Guru who can move with the disciple at all times, being a part of his, as if a part of his being, is equal to God. Though last after the realization, he emerges in God. But till the last disciple is released, has the liberation, till then the Guru will have to be waiting and he will not get the mukti. And after that, it is will of God. Now, this Guru is, when we say Guru Brahma, this is in a positive way. When we say other Gurus who can charm you with their words also and give you a clarity in your understanding also, those Gurus we take as a God manifesting in and through and giving you instruction. But they don't take the responsibility of that Jiva. And still lower, they will teach and leave you. You take your own decision. They are also Gurus. They teach you Bhagavad Gita, Vedic chanting, this, that, shlokas, bhajans, worship, everything they will teach you. But they don't make the idea clear in your heart, what God is, what you are, what is this nature. There will be some doubts. You go this way, you will get. To show the path, specifically where are you, where are the pitfalls, what is happening, is little more. But to hold the hand and lead is different. So here, Sri Ramakrishna, the acceptance of Sri Ramakrishna as incarnation of God was there because they saw everything in its ultimate reach and completely manifest in that Sri Ramakrishna's bodily existence. The bhakti, ecstatic love of God that makes him forget the body. Jnana, to the ultimate that he cannot participate in any kind of worldly enjoyments because he is bliss of ocean within and he himself is the bliss of ocean. What does he need anything more? So that perfection in everything, that purity shining forth, the innermost recesses filled with the divine touch, and his touch awakening, his touch giving the vision of God. He is just vicious and you see, and absolute perfection in everything. Whether it is singing or anything other thing, you see everything is in its perfection, in its absoluteness. So seeing this, and then the enlightened soul coming and telling, like their own gurus telling, oh, don't worry, he is incarnation of God, who came as the teacher for him, going as a disciple, bowing down to him. This vision, this words of the enlightened. The present day people who are wondering at it, could it be incarnation? Because they don't know what is incarnation, but what they have heard from that, they infer, oh, here is the example where I can see God. If you see a small child, can't you see God in him? So much pure, so much innocent. But the difference is between a jnani and a child is all the worldliness is in seed form, unmanifest yet. It is there. In jnani, enlightened soul, it is not at all there. But here, because it has not manifest in higher levels, we see that purity and divinity. In case of jnani, it is this divinity of and master of all aspects of God. Not one or two. You can ask him anything, scriptures, any scripture, any expression. You can ask him about any path, Shaiva, Shakta, Vaishnava, whatever paths are there, Tantras, 64 Tantras. He says, I have practiced this, and this is the result. This is the pitfall. This is how you have to go. All he will explain. Who else can he be other than incarnation of God? Who knows the ins and outs of the secrets of spiritual life and attainments? Various ways he goes and says, oh, this is the end, this is the end. These things made the inside firm. Now when people call their own gurus, he is incarnation of God, he is this and that. People wonder, with what authority are they telling? Who has certified it? They make high, oh, he is enlightened soul, they say. Enlightenment, how do you define? Who is there to certify he is enlightened? My mind? Anything better than me and is able to give me something? Can he be an incarnation of God or an enlightened soul at least? Very difficult. One of the signs is he has no worldliness. He has no worldly desires. He has no worldly possessions. Core, from skin to core, there is renunciation. That is the abharana he wears, the purity. Here we see the whole thing taking a entirely different shape, that again and again each view, each understanding, each identity, each words of the people, making it, affirming deep within that he is the divine, that total acceptance, total identity, total firmness, that repeated thoughts make him, yes, he is in dream. He dreams of Sri Ramakrishna as incarnation of God. In waking, he sees, whenever he comes to Sri Ramakrishna, oh, God is here in this form. That much of clarity, they do not know what God is yet. But God comes in human form. He is a constant awareness of all Hindus. With Rama and Krishna as incarnation of God, and playing from childhood, the hearing so many stories and this and that. The firm conviction is there in every Hindu, God does come in human form. And time and again, as the social need is there, to present the same reality, same identity, same truth in new way suitable to the particular age and time. Master, again I will read. Sri Ramakrishna, accompanied by Manilal Malik, M, and several other devotees, was in a carriage on his way to Ram's new garden. The garden which Ram had recently purchased was next to Surendra's. Ram adored Sri Ramakrishna as an incarnation of God. He visited Sri Ramakrishna frequently at Dakshineswara. Mani Malik was a member of the Brahmo Samaj. The Brahmos do not believe in incarnations of God. They are Advaitic understanding. God is formless. It doesn't take form. The master to Manilal. Not that the Advaita doesn't deny incarnation. It accepts the incarnation as all are incarnation of the divine. Each human, each being on this earth, each animal or insect, they are all manifestation of Brahman. They are God incarnate. Everybody is God incarnate. It doesn't say incarnation is not there. Everything is acceptable. But a particular person alone is incarnation of God. Others are not. That idea is not accepted by them. All are divine. Every soul is potentially divine. Any human is there. The degree of manifestation of divinity may change from one person. The manifestation of the inner divinity may change from one person to another person. See, animals and insects, very little manifestation of the divinity is there, but it is divine. Independent of body, it is Brahman. So, whether it is insect or a huge animal or human or the angels or gods and goddesses, all are one. The one manifesting as many. So there the conflict doesn't come. Master to Manilal. In order to meditate, one must try at first to think of him free from upadhis, limitations. God is beyond upadhis. Upadhi means anything that is adjunct. Limiting adjunct is called upadhi. Limiting adjunct. It is not going to interfere, but it appears to limit it. I keep a stick here. It is a stick. I keep a longer stick. This becomes smaller stick. It does not change its shape or it does not become small. The longer stick is making it appear smaller. I keep another small stick and take away the bigger one. This looks bigger. This we call bigger stick. The same stick becomes small stick in presence of another. It has not changed, but we change its upadhi. Because the upadhi is changing, it becomes small or big. This upadhi are not there. I am a doctor, is a upadhi. I am an engineer, is a upadhi. It is limiting. He is a human. He is human being is what he is. Little he has studied of medicine, he becomes a doctor. If he studies engineering, as if he is not a man, he is not a human, he is a doctor. The doctor is a upadhi. Brahmin is a upadhi. Shudra is a upadhi. Limiting adjunct. It is limiting him. The moment you say he is a doctor, he is nothing else. He is not an engineer, he is not a... It is limiting him. A doctor limitation has been put on him. He is an engineer. This is not a doctor, he is not a merchant. All this, it is limiting him. So these are upadhis. Brahman doesn't have any upadhis. Nothing limits, nothing makes it big nor small or doctor or anything, no attachments, no limitations, no limiting adjunct. Now a crystal is there, its crystal is crystal. Keep a red flower by its side, the crystal starts looking red. Keep a blue flower, it looks blue, crystal looks blue. Crystal has not undergone any change. But the flower that is keeping the next is making it appear red or blue. That is limiting adjunct. It is unlimited, but it is limiting adjunct. That limiting adjunct is also not there in Brahman. Sri Ramakrishna is telling this regarding Upadhis. He is beyond speech and mind. Think of him as free from upadhis, limitation, unlimited in every aspect. That's why he can take any form because he is not limited by form. He can do any act because he is not limited by action. Time, space, nothing limits him. He is there at all times beyond time and space. First, one must think of him free from upadhis, limitations. This is the important statement or affirmation in Hinduism. God is unlimited. Anything that is limited cannot be God. First definition of God is unlimited, infinite. Brahman, the term used is Brahman. In every respect it is ultimate. Brahman means vast, limitless, eternal. Timeless is called eternal, spaceless is called infinite. Beyond space and time is Brahman. So the limitless, unchanging, eternal. That is a term used, Brahman. From Braha, Brahat, Braha. God is beyond upadhis. He is beyond speech and mind. Mind cannot conceive what it is. It is so vast. I can think of a motorcycle clearly. My mind can take the form of motorcycle, and motorcycle vritti can form in my mind. Mind is going by the mind screen. I see motorcycle taking a form. Mind is taking a form of the motorcycle. I can think of a huge bus. Mind is taking the form of huge bus in my mind. It is there in my mind. I can think in my mind of anything within time and space. The whole universe I can conceive somehow in my own way. I can bring the whole universe, time and space bound, into my mind. What is timeless, mind cannot conceive. That's why even infinite it cannot conceive. By eternal it cannot, because eternal is beyond time, it cannot conceive. Beyond space it cannot. Within the space and time, within the universe, anything it can conceive. Beyond, mind cannot. Speech cannot express. Within the universe, anything can be told. It is like this. It is a Brahman. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, it has never been defined by tongue. Uchishna yuva. It has not been uttered by mouth by anybody. Whoever has experienced has become silent. Because it cannot be expressed through words. Vang manatita. Look at the truth, how the Hinduism presents from the ultimate truth to the lowest degree of manifestation of the Brahman. The whole thing is manifest, whole thing is explained. Nothing is left over. All aspects of God comes in within the range of Hinduism. But each religion has taken one aspect of God. It is sufficient to realize God. And that is their whole vision of understanding of God is limited to that, but it is sufficient to transcend the nature and go beyond. Because what they consider as God in totality doesn't matter. But it's very difficult to achieve perfection in this form of meditation. But it is very difficult to achieve perfection because it is beyond mind and speech. But senses cannot perceive, mind cannot conceive, intellect cannot discern. No means of the way in which I can bring it within the understanding of mind. So to succeed in it is very difficult. To go beyond mind is very difficult. To go beyond intellect is very difficult. Only way we have to enter is heart. Or go on thinking, denying this world and body, and going on affirming Brahman again and again. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.